All right, what are we going to do today? Time to find out. Hey guys, Rick the Huge, DV Laserworks. I hope y'all are having a great day. Today, I'm going to do something that I normally don't do, and mostly because of the time constraints that it takes. But with magic of the editing, we're going to do these two jobs. Two. So, without further ado, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a tumbler and we're going to be doing a barrel head. Now, tumblers, I do all the time. They're easy, and now that I also have my new laser tube, I'd already done a job yesterday. Did about 42 tumblers and not an issue one. Um, the one thing about tumblers, and I do want to talk about this, it's kind of a pitfall. It's kind of a hit or miss on some of this stuff. But certain colors have certain issues, not just on my fiber, but also on my CO2. And that's the nature of the beast, as it were. Um, but we, this is going to be a black tumbler. And I would argue, regardless of the brand, a black tumbler is the easiest one to engrave. It's the most popular. Doesn't matter the brand. You get them off of Amazon. Um, you can get them off of, you can get Yetis. You can get Stanleys. I think Stanleys have black. I don't remember. Regardless, black is the easiest one to do. Easiest one to clean up. Easiest one to engrave. And there's not really any issues per se. Now, are there colors that are less than stellar? I have found for some oddball reason, regardless of the brand, um, orange is not the new black. But it is something that I have to do, but I've already accounted for that. Um, those that color, for some reason, it's much thicker. Now, like this one, and it's maroon. Let me see if I can get this focused. Yeah, that one was easy to do, and that was one shot, no issues. On my AP laser, I with the new tube now, I'm able to go back to my original settings. There's been times where before I replaced the tube that I was about 60-70% power, when in all actuality, all I needed was 40% power. So imagine that. But we're going to get into doing that. Now, what I normally do is I use a 1.5-inch lens, and it's for uh, finite details. Plus, I can't find my 2-inch lens. I got it, I just don't know where I put it. But I wanted to show you this. So I'm going to do this up. The usual time frame on this, and my wife always harasses me because she'll come in. I'm either watching a video while I'm engraving or I'm listening to music. It's the nature of the beast. But it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do this. I've got a black tumbler. Matter of fact, I can pull it out real quick. And it's one that I got off of Amazon. And I've engraved on these, did some tumblers, and this is a 30 ounce, nothing major. Pretty much the one thing about tumblers, whether it's Yeti, Stanley, these knockoffs, any brand, they all come from China, and nobody, I mean, some of them come from the same factory. I normally use Polar Camel, um, but I'm not using those right now. The one thing I've done as far as tumblers are concerned is it doesn't matter. They're all pretty much about the same. Uh, tumblers like this one right here, I use this for my coffee. I use it for water. I use it for, I mean, I don't use sugary sweet drinks in there. Not that I couldn't, it's just that I'm trying to get away from that. But we are going to go ahead and get on to this and stay tuned. Now, I would be remiss. Please give a like and a follow on this. If you're new to the channel or you're just scrolling and I popped up on your feed, I greatly appreciate you giving me a follow. Your likes gets my name out there. I am not doing this full time anymore due to health issues and plus all the other stuff that I've got going on. So I'm doing this for fun now. Yes, I do get paid, but it's not something that I need to do to make up my rent or make my car payment or anything like that. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. I do have a 3D printer as well. I don't use it as much. I'm about to here pretty soon, and that's going to be a discussion of another type. But sit back, relax. I will probably do a little bit of time lapse or speed the video up a little bit because these jobs usually take about 3 to 4 minutes on this one. And then I've got the barrel head that I'll be doing. And that one's going to be a longer process because I'll probably have to do it twice. And I have to use a different lens because, well, when I borrowed a planer, I got a little bit too happy on it and it induced a divot. But that's the beautiful thing about these types of jobs, especially with barrel heads. They are pretty much a and she usually has everybody sign, all of her seniors sign it, so she has a memory of these kids. So it's something that I do. Excuse me. Started out with a silent auction type of deal where I started doing barrel heads, and she wanted one so much that she was bidding on it. Well, I outbid her that first year and I presented it to her because it's all for the kids. So now we're on to the next thing. Now, one of the things I didn't do or didn't think of is I got some new tools. So let me show you what I got a hold of. And this is something that I had just gotten yesterday. And I'd forgotten about it whenever I did the tumbler, but I got one of these to kind of help me out. It's able to clamp down on anything, pipe, square, anything, and it's all adjustable. I can to change everything, so we have some new tools to play with. So give me one moment and I'll show you how everything works, and we'll go from there. And it's done. So this is what it looks like. You saw that I jogged the gantry a little bit. I forgot to add in Seniors 2025. Not a big whoop. I had two places that I was thinking about considering putting it, but I figured putting along the nose, tiger nose, was going to be the best bet. So that's what I did. Um, that said, um, it is, I do this every year for her. She gets all of her band seniors to sign it. I'll deliver that probably today or tomorrow morning. so she can get everybody before they all dearly depart on Friday. Um, and today is Wednesday, so, but I do appreciate you all coming and spending time with me. This is my first long content uh, CO2. Um, I have to say, since I changed out the tube on here, it has functioned beautifully, and I greatly appreciate that. Now, I've got some other jobs I've got to do uh, for another customer, and it's just, these are things that I do. I don't try to do too much. Um, I've got, I'm kind of limiting what I do at this point in time due to health reasons. I'm still trying to get recovered from the surgery. The swelling's gone down quite a bit, but I've still got to deal with pains. I still got ear issues and trying to get all that stuff figured out. But I do appreciate you all spending time with me. Um, but I hope to see you all on the next one. I'll probably do a couple of shorts on this, bits and pieces of it, and see where we go from there. This is Rick the Huge with DV Laserworks, and I hope you all have a great day.